One loaded.
WDW After Dark. WDW After Dark. Live and uncensored. The Disney vidcast for adults.
Oh my God!
Starring Jeff Davis, Aljon and Jeff, Kristen Bell, with William Hershey and Eric Allen as the Beaver. WDW After Dark. WDW After Dark. Streaming live worldwide at WDWAfterDark.com. And now, prepare yourself for WDW After Dark.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to your Friday night live worldwide. We are WDW After Dark, your weekly live and uncensored webcast for adult Disney fans. We're having a awesome, crazy ass week this week. Once again, this is a live and uncensored webcast, so viewer discretion is advised, definitely suggested. We are here with our good friends once again joining us on the panel as we are every single week. Jeff Disney Davis. What's going on, Jeff?
Greetings, everybody. How are you?
That is your best Country Bear Jamboree voice ever.
I did not realize that that's what it sounded like, actually. So
it's kind of very reminiscent of the Country Bear Jamboree, and I was jamming out to that Sorcom review on Sorcerer Radio, of course.
Oh, no
Eric,
kidding, yeah.
Playing a little bit of that Country Bear Jamboree. You know, he took over my time slot tonight, apparently. The no WDW Tiki Room replay. So
I claim Gremlins.
It was Sandy Alexander, and then there's no Tiki Room replay. I'm like, what is going on? I got the shaft.
You got the shaft. You got no love at all.
I got no love, man. I got no love for my Captain America red carpet interview stuff. I slaved over.
That's right. You did slave over that. But, I agree.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. But anyway, Jeff, you are here. We're also joined by our good friend Eric Allen. Eric?
Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Yes. Did you know that Allen was a Spanish surname?
Well, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes, especially since he's chilling here. He's got the Dos Equis goatee going, so that's good. You know, the most interesting.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis.
You see, there you go. You see, I set it up, and he teased him down. That's just the way it works.
Yeah.
Which is ironic, because I prefer Red Stripe in Newcastle.
Well, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Speaking of another person that enjoys the libations, Kristen Hetzel, hanging out. She's drinking a cocktail also.
I am.
What are we drinking? What's her Disney?
I'm drinking Bacardi.
Disney drink special for tonight. So it's just a special mix or a special Bacardi? What do we have there?
It's a torch cherry mojito.
Damn. It's yummy.
Yummy.
From Bacardi that I actually bought at the Bacardi plant.
That you actually bought at the Bacardi plant. I was going to say you actually bought what? They're giving you free liquor now? And I didn't know about this?
No,
Yeah,
I
no
bought
kidding.
it at the Bacardi plant in Puerto Rico.
That's right. Was I there with you when you bought that?
No.
No? Okay. You see,
That's why she didn't tell
we
you
know
about
these
it.
things. I don't remember these things. We go on cruises. I don't remember.
John.
I know.
You need help.
I'm losing my mind.
I'm going to start putting a name tag on you just to make sure you don't forget your name.
Well, dadgummit, I'm glad that this lower third works so people know my name, so I can see myself. I can see my own name. So this week we do have a bunch of Disney headline news. Jeff straight up chilling with a vaporizer. And we will also be playing your top 5 Disney videos of the week. You can join us as well, WDWAfterDark.com. You know, we do have several different ways you can watch a show. You can watch it live at WDWAfterDark.com. On the website, www.wdwafterdark.com. That's a lot of damn W's in it.
Yes, it is.
Try to say that. Try to say that 10 times quickly.
Say it. Do it.
No, we're not doing it. Okay, So you can see it like that. You can also download the live stream app so you can catch the show. Of course, delayed broadcast on YouTube as well as the live stream. I guess it's the vault, the vault of shows, if you will.
Pretty much, yeah.
So please, So please check that out. Of course, the headquarters for all that is WDWAfterdark.com. So please check that out. Of course, once again, just quickly, don't forget you can also support the show by booking your trip with Magical Journeys at magicaljourneysvacations.com. Chris can help you out there, or clicking on the Amazon link. And of course, big weekend at the box office. Captain America: The Winter Soldier in theaters today. Some people got to see the midnight screening of it last night. I don't know if anyone on our panel was able to see it.
I plan on seeing it this weekend, probably going to be Sunday. Hey, Aljon, where can I get tickets?
You can get tickets by clicking on our Fandango link, dang it. So do it. Click on the Fandango link and get this. If you are a Regal Cinemas or AMC Cinemas kind of reward subscriber, you can punch in your number. You can get reward points as well as us helping pay for the .com. So that is a really good deal, as if I do say so my damn self.
Yeah.
And you
Well,
can
I
get
think you just did. So
yeah, and you can get alerts for all the upcoming movies, as I talked about, and we talk about a lot. Upcoming movies next month. We got Spider-Man. We've got X-Men: Days of Future Past, which we'll be talking about a little bit later, as well as Guardians of the freaking Galaxy. It's gonna be a superific summer indeed for Disney. But I hope everyone's week was doing okay. We have some people here in the chat room, and we need you in the chat room to spread the word about the show. Let everybody know. Post the YouTube videos on your page in different groups and things. Just go ahead and spread the word about the show. We would really appreciate it.
Evangelize.
Evangelize. Yes. Be part of the WDW After Dark team. And before we go into it, I hope everyone had a good week. Does everybody have a decent week? Looks like Jeff, you look a little under the weather, man. You look a little bit like you had a rough week this week.
Just a long week. Work week was could have gone a little better, but it could have gone worse too at the same time. I'm glad that it's just over with and the weekend can start and have ourselves maybe a beer or two, catch a burger or whatever. And,
catch a burger?
Catch
Hell
a burger,
yeah! Hey, not only that, it's WrestleMania. Hell yeah, dude! I love burgers. My doctor told me just the other day, because I had to go see the doctor. I've been passing a lot of kidney stones. Life sucks. But, you get a helmet, you move on. I think I have to start reducing my intake of red meat. And I'm not really happy about that. It sucks. But my God, man, I probably eat a side of cow every week.
I don't see the problem with that because I'm a fan of it. So eat all the red meat you want, man. I'll be with you.
I know, man. I tell you, some of the best burger joints, you got the Red Robins and the Fuddruckers of the world. Smash Burger. You got so many different places now to choose. You just don't have to, eat at the same old crappy places all the time. But, and I love Disney burgers too. Just talking about the burgers makes me think of the best Disney burgers ever. We ought to do like a top 5 list of just the top 5 stuff. Everybody just throw in what their number one thing is.
Oh man, that's a tough choice though.
Do you have a favorite burger?
Dude, we can do that tonight.
Okay, well let's do it here.
Yeah,
let's do it right the hell now.
Why not?
Why don't we just do it right the hell now? You brought up burgers, Jeff, and you being the burger man, is there a particular burger on property on Walt Disney World that you really dig?
Oh, because there's a lot to choose from.
If you had to choose one burger to have for the rest of your life out of the Disney parks or the Disney area itself, what burger would it be?
Well, everybody knows that I love Pecos Bill's over in Frontierland in the Magic Kingdom. That is my quick service place to stop at and have lunch. And that Angus burger with the bacon on it and the mushrooms and the onions with a little cheese sauce on the side and everything, that Yeah, that. Just thinking about it puts a smile on my face and my mouth. It's like, you know, it's
well worth the
Jeff's
price
gonna
of
wow.
admission right there, because you see that's the way to get Jeff Davis in a happy mood. You talk about the damn burgers,
Oh
talk
my
about
God.
the carnivore in him. You know,
Whew.
that's not a bad thing. And right now, my stomach is sweating just thinking about that damn thing.
I know.
I'm
Golly.
starving.
Oh,
You know, and here's the kicker, right? So Kristen is cooking right before the show, and she makes this kick-ass, quinoa apple onion salad, which is badass, and
Cranberries.
she's cranberries, and then she's got these
Ocean
big old
Spray.
yeah craisins. Thank you, Ocean Spray. So she's cooking up this big ass chicken breast for us to eat. I mean, you've never seen chicken. This is literally the Kate Upton of chicken breasts,
oh my
like hanging
God.
out,
Oh,
and she's frying
God.
those
Did
things
you
up.
just go there?
I totally just went there.
He did.
So the chicken breast is just chilling. I'm just like, she's like, I'm not going to be able to finish cooking this. It's too damn thick. We're going to have to wait until
Oh,
after dark.
man.
And I'm thinking, this sucks. But anyway,
Yeah,
now that I'm
yeah.
totally starving right now. So okay, Jeff Davis, Pecos Bill's burger with the fixins. That's what you're going to get. That's your desert island burger, right?
There you go. That's the one. Yep.
Okay. Kristen, we'll go to you.
Oh gosh. Okay. I'm not a burger person. Just not. So I think I'll have to go with, because then again, I haven't had many burgers at Disney. There's too much other good stuff to eat. But I think I'll have to go with the Fountain, which is over at Walt Disney World Dolphin Resort.
Ooh. That's a good one. Is you guys ever eaten over there at the Fountain?
I think it was a while ago. Not recently. I haven't eaten there. No, but it was a while ago.
Yeah, that's not a bad place at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not at all. But
Yeah. Better than what
yeah,
I ate
yeah,
tonight.
yeah. Eric, how about you? Are you a burger connoisseur?
Yes. My original thought was pretty much what Jeff just said, only with a whole lot more cheese sauce than what he had.
Well, see, I put the majority of the cheese sauce on the fries. You know, I like them on my fries, but I like to dip my burger in the cheese sauce.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I am a willing slave to the cheese sauce. I'm telling you.
Oh, heck yeah.
You know what? The cheese sauce is even good on the taco salad.
Oh, yeah.
The cheese
That's
sauce is
right.
good on the
Oh.
cheese.
That is a whole other show right there.
But I'm going to have to go as my plan B, the surf and turf burger at Kona Cafe.
Oh, I'm down with that.
Mm.
Okay.
Yummy.
I like where your head's at that. I like where your
Yeah.
head's at.
Yeah, give me a cheeseburger, put shrimp on it. You can handle that. I can handle that.
The best of both worlds.
Oh, my.
Ain't
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
Slap me on some bacon on that one.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
there you
goodness
go.
gracious.
There you
Oh,
go.
man.
Now, before I tell you all mine, I will say that there is a killer burger bar at the animation.
Art
Art of Animation. Yeah, Art of Animation.
Art of
Resort
Animation,
Courtyard. Yeah.
landscape of flavors.
Landscape of Flavors, build your own burger bar, where you can literally, I think I did a double cheeseburger plus brisket, bacon, and I forgot what else I put on that damn
Oh,
thing.
my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was served on like some brioche bun, and it was just melty cheese. It was really, really good.
Melty cheese.
Melty cheese.
Melty cheese. We love
That's
the
what we
That's a
also,
good name
we also
for it, yeah.
call that cheese sauce.
Hey, hashtag that. Well, melty cheese has a little bit of that extra oomph, you know?
Extra oomph oomph.
Yeah,
oomph,
just a
oomph,
little something, something. Exactly, just like that.
Yeah.
So they're dropping the dairy base here. Is that what you're telling me?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're dropping it like it's hot.
Dropping the dairy base. Hashtag that.
So, in the chat room, our cheeseburger discussion, E-Ray says beaches and cream is very good. And DVC5571 mentions the mac and cheeseburger from Electric Umbrella at Epcot, which I have not had before.
You know, I think the only other place that I've had a burger has been Beaches and Cream.
Yeah, I wasn't really impressed with that
I
particularly.
had one over at Electric Umbrella, but it was a blackberry bean burger, and Blah, black bean burger. That was just gross. Gross. People who claim that stuff is good, it tastes like meat, are full of it.
Yeah, not really.
Not
really.
good.
No. Paul in the chat room says double cheeseburger from Electric Umbrella in Epcot, big, greasy, and delicious. Wow, that's a great way to clog up the old arteries there.
Yeah. Now, I've not had a mac and cheese hamburger, but I have had the mac and cheese hot dog from Restaurantosaurus over there in Animal Kingdom.
Oh, there you go.
And it looks like some of the grossest crap you'll ever slap on a plate. But once you take that first bite, it's kind of like, oh my god!
Oh my golly, gee whiz!
They also have that over at Fairfax Fair in Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Very good, Kristen. You see, she is a wealth of knowledge. But
she is. I agree.
That's all I can say. If I have issues when it comes to the Disney menus, I should not know anywhere near as much information as I do.
Well, that's why that's why you are Miss Dining at Disney. You know, we trust you for your knowledge, and coming up in a clinch like this. You know, we need to know this information. I will say this: my favorite burger at Disney, and Jeff, you got to do this, and hopefully you've tried this before. Is actually the Burger Our Way. I think that's the name of it over there at Raglan Road.
Oh, wait a second. Have I done that one?
I'm thinking you may have done that at the 10th anniversary.
I think I did do that one. Yeah.
Did you like it? Did you like it?
Like it ain't the word for what I thought of it. Oh my gosh.
Because you've got a very thick patty cooked your way, and it just is a great, juicy, tasty burger.
Yeah.
Not only that, but hot dog, man. And I say hot dog like Mickey Mouse. Hot dog. But they also have, that was a horrible impersonation, but the cup of steak fries that come along with it. Oof, so damn good.
Hey, so Bubba says that the best burger at Disneyland is Carthay Circle.
Well, that's a good one. I'm gonna. Okay, so Bub, when I'm there again next year, and we're gonna be there several times next year, then Big Bubba, we're gonna have a Carthay Circle hamburger. So that'll be awesome. Easy Ray says
Bubba Burger Bash.
That's right, a Big Bubba Burger Bash. I like that. That's alliteration for you.
Yeah, it is.
I love that. Easy Ray says that the burger at Carthay for $25, and then Big Bubba says, and Kristen, why don't you describe and put the sizzle on this steak here?
Sure.
Go ahead and read the description there, because you do such a good job.
Carthay Angus burger, 8 ounce, cheddar cheese, black pepper bacon, and grilled onions, served with French fries and house-made pickles.
Oh.
Why does it sound any different when I read it?
Oh
because every time you do a description on Tiki, it's always like the best sounding description ever. You could just read the menu and I'll be like, okay, I'm hungry.
So kind of how like on American Idol, they see people could sing the phone book. I can read menus.
You could read menus, yeah. I think Jeff has alluded to it a few times on DW60. I heard you say try it this week.
I did. I was right in the middle of my news segment, and I just said, try it. Yeah, just like Kristen.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is becoming part of my vocabulary, for God's sakes. It's stupid, you know. I'm at work.
We've got mind control over you, Jeff.
Seriously.
That's so funny.
I'll look at people, and I'll hand something to somebody at work, and I'm just, try it. Here. They just kind of look at
hilarious,
me.
Because I'm sitting at my desk. I've got Sorcerer Radio on in the background, and I'm just like, okay, news, music, and all of a sudden I hear try it, and I'm like, pretty funny.
I love it. Yeah.
But it's interesting, and we refer to each other all the time on the radio, but it's always fun to kind of hear that stuff because in your head you're thinking, oh, that's the way Aljon and Kristen say it,
Exactly.
And that's exactly when you said that. I was like, did we just say that? So, well, I tell you that is a mighty good list of burgers, and now I am flipping starving. Holy smoke! If Will was here, he's still recovering, so we wish Will all the best. But I'm sure he'd have some snappy burger reply, probably something like Cosmic Rays Starlight Burger or something like that. I don't know what burger he'd like. Hopefully it's not a burger from ABC Commissary, Lord forbid.
I think I would rather eat crystals for the rest of my life than eat anything from ABC Commissary.
You know, at least when you eat Crystal's burgers, it'll go down and come out as a brick. You know that's going to happen. You know, you have over the ABC Commissary, you're sitting there eating the burger, and you're probably going to, you know, literally, you know, turn, I don't know. I think I just made
Three
Kristen
shades
throw up.
of green.
I think I just made Kristen throw up. That's awesome.
Blech.
She is,
All you had to do was mention ABC Commissary. It's like, oh, excuse me.
oh my gosh, she is out.
Gross.
Oh dear Lord, that is horrible. Now I feel like at the pie eat contest on Stand By Me. Thank you very much.
You know, I think that was the noise Jeff was making when he went to New Fantasyland, wasn't it?
It was actually that was the sound after eating seafood that night.
There you go.
Right there,
Yeah, there you go. Cake
next to the fountain. Oh, it's bad.
That's horrible.
Terrible.
I love it. Paul says we have our first poop reference. Ding. Where's the sound effect when you need it? Damn it! I don't have my sound effects queued up. Shit.
Oh,
Sorry.
I am so sorry.
Oh well.
Oh man.
Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. We've got our top 5 Disney videos of the week, and we do have a great list for you. Jeff found some doozies this week, I have to say.
Definitely.
So why don't we just fire it up, Jeff? What do we got?
Our number 5 video comes from Australia, believe it or not. The Australian cast of The Lion King. They were about to get on a flight, and just all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they decided to break into song as people were still boarding the plane. Saw this one on Good Morning America this past week. Check it out. Winyama.
What the in-flight movie was then?
I'm not sure what the in-flight movie would have been. This sounds fantastic, though.
You know what? I think it's really cool that they did that, but you have to think these people just entering the plane. They're like, what in the hell is going on here? What the hell did I sign up for? What flight? What the hell?
I know, right?
Well, this is Australia, right? So they're probably going like, crikey, what the blooming heck happened here?
It's like Ray said in the chat room, shut up, I'm trying to sleep back here.
Okay, that's exactly where I was going with that. So I fly every damn week. I am on a damn plane, and I do my best. I literally get in, go to the back, throw my gear up, and literally put my hat down, and I am like trying to sleep in the back of the plane. And I'll be damned if we have a bunch of Broadway motherfuckers over here trying to keep me awake. What the hell, man?
Yeah, I
So
would be really pissed.
So you're telling me that if the cast of The Lion King Broadway version comes in and starts singing Circle of Life, you're going to get up there and you're going to say, cut it out back there! I'm trying to sleep!
Okay, look, I would enjoy it because I know what the hell it is. But I can only imagine if there was the cast of Grease, the musical, singing Summer Nights in there, I'd probably want to shoot myself.
Oh, that's tough because that's a classic song right there. I mean, that's
Well, I do like that song.
that's messing with a classic right there. You understand that, right?
Okay. Either way I go, I'm screwed by my fellow panelists. Okay. Okay. So.
Well,
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right.
Let's just.
Theme park, but on an airplane. You can't get away from it. No.
Oh my God. Oh goodness gracious.
Where are you gonna go? Nowhere. You can't get away from it. You're stuck having to listen to them sing.
Shut up! Shut up!
I know. Okay. It is what it is.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it just really would depend on what musical they were singing and what kind of mood I am. You know, I if I was talking about burgers with the rest of WDW After Dark before entering the plane, I might be in a pretty damn good mood. But you know, and it depends. If they're doing okay, that film clip was maybe 3.5 minutes long of them singing.
Yeah, I mean, roughly.
You know,
It's not
yeah.
like they did the extended version of the song or anything.
That's what I'm saying. If
Yeah.
they were doing it the whole damn way over, you know, like a bunch of, you know, like in National Lampoon's Vacation, where they're singing, you know, that in the car ride all the way
Yeah.
across America.
Yeah.
I'd probably want to shoot myself. I'm just saying.
It's almost like that that's what is the name of that happy song right now?
The happy song right now.
What is
Happiness?
Oh,
Let it go.
No,
That Pharrell song?
no. What is it, Kristen?
The Pharrell song?
Yes, that's the one. Yes.
Oh,
Good Morning America is playing the crap out of it for like the last 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks.
they do that.
You know, and
Think about how. Yeah.
oh God, it's annoying. It's just
Think about how much they ran That's What the Fox Says song.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah,
You know, or
that's a good
damn
point.
Gangnam Style, for heaven's sake.
Oh,
Jesus.
my.
Oh, we know Kristen loves that one.
That song's been so just, yeah, I never want to hear that song again.
I tell you what, though, they're all just crying their way happily to the bank right now with a Brinks truck. So
Yes, they are.
anyway,
Let's just remember, Rebecca Black, excuse me.
Kristen Black. It's Friday.
Ugh.
Get my ass kicked on Friday. Yeah, I say that, and of course I met I met Rebecca Black's band a couple weeks ago at Playlist Live. I didn't meet her, but I will say this. Here's a story about her. She was trying to get into the after party that I was at, and her friend didn't have her ID, and she was pitching a fit, apparently, trying to get into the party. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
I was in the party, and Rebecca Black and her friend wasn't. What does that tell you?
Yeah, really.
What the hell? How they let me in? I don't know. I
I
host
don't
the
know.
WDW
Maybe
After Dark.
you have talent.
Security.
Oh, here we go. Anyway, Jeff, moving on. Wow.
Goodness gracious.
Gotta
Going to the next one?
I can see my next plane flight. I'll be there with a whole cast of freaking, I don't know, newsies, and they'll be kicking my ass. They'll be busting in a song, and I'll sit there going, okay, I'm going to take it from a bunch of newsboys. That's awesome.
Either that or Gregorian monks deciding
Oh,
to
my
pass the
God.
time,
Yeah.
That might put me in a trans-like state.
There you go.
Maybe I will be able to sleep after that.
Oh, goodness.
I know, right? So our number 4 video. I'm
Oh,
going to go to sleep now, thanks to Eric. Thanks.
yeah, thank you. So the number 4 video this week comes from one of the very popular shows on ABC called Dancing with the Stars, and our fantastic hunk of a man from Star Wars, Billy Dee Williams.
Got the boot.
Oh, my.
Well, I mean, he got the boot, but he got the boot for his own reasons, and that was because it was a medical thing. He had a major back problem going on. His doctor told him it's just not a good idea. So he had to bow out of the competition. And the next day on Good Morning America, they're trying to interview him and talk to him about his experience. And you know how it is with Billy Dee and his interviews. You get one-word answers for everything. I mean, literally everything. Even Lara Spencer went, "Wow, you're a man of few words." If you knew Lando, yeah.
But typically he's not like that. He's a very talkative guy when you're talking, about his element. You're talking about acting or art because he's a classically trained artist and painter.
Yeah.
But because we had such a great time talking, but. Wow, he must have been in just a really bad mood because he's not a quitter.
Well, I don't think it was the fact that he was in a bad mood. He flew all the way from Los Angeles to New York to do Good Morning America. So he was extremely tired, and along with the fact that he was in a lot of pain. So let's go ahead and take a look at Billy Dee Williams on Dancing with the Stars.
Let's welcome to the ballroom an
I think this is his first week, right? Or is this last week?
I don't watch the show. I couldn't tell you. I would rather have certain things removed from my body than watch Dancing with the Stars. Let's just put it that
not when
way.
Stacy Keibler was on. You got it. I think you were watching.
Yeah, I
Stacey
watched
Keibler.
a little bit of that. Yeah, when
Whenever we're
Julianne was
watching
on there,
Stacey-
I was
there you
watching.
go.
You know, because
That's
she's
it.
so hot. But I mean,
Yes.
there's a couple of cuties on there
it
this year.
just, I'm sorry. It just struck me how much. This is Tom Bergeron's the host, right? That's his name, right?
Yeah.
How much he looks like that Agent Blake on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
He does.
He does.
He does. He
I
would've
see
got
the
off-
resemblance. Yeah,
Spoiler.
yeah.
Nice.
But I wasn't expecting much from him in this competition. I mean, the man is 78 years old. 78.
Damn, that's old.
Okay? And you're putting him on a show with a bunch, quite a few other younger people. There's a lot of, moving around, a lot of stretching and everything. It's just tough for a guy that age. And
It
then
was hard to, it was
know?
hard to watch.
It was.
It's hard to watch.
Hey, does anybody actually watch the show?
No.
I hadn't watched a show in a while, Kristen.
Okay, I was just curious because I know that Sean Avery, who had played for the New York Rangers, he was voted off. And the thing is, Sean Avery is known for being an ass. I mean, he just has this.
Yeah, he used to play for the Ducks.
I mean, that's just how he's known to be. And apparently they had to show, and he's whiny. I mean, there's plenty of chance about him in the NHL. But he is blaming the, because they do a video package just like you saw here. They show some stuff about what Billy Dee Williams has done, what's made him famous and all that. Well, they, of course, did this. I've read this online. They also did it for Sean Avery. And he said because they portrayed him as this bad boy, that's why he got voted off. And it's like, dude, you're a jerk. You made comments about an ex-girlfriend that got you suspended in the NHL. I mean, dude, you're a jerk. That's why you got voted off. Anybody who watches hockey knows Sean Avery. I mean, it's one of those things you just know who he is and that he's a jerk. And that's why he went home. So.
That's awesome.
See, like Kenny says, he's a dirty NHL player. Yeah. He would, when he played against the Preds at one point, he tried to start a fight and then he ended up getting the nickname Turtle for the Preds. Like,
is he too turtly for the Turtle Club? Well, I have watched Dancing in the Stars in the past. It is an entertaining show. I was rooting for the old Stacy Keibler action. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Chris Jericho when he was on. Anytime they put a WWE superstar in there, I'm watching. Just to see how far they go. But I have to admit, just watching Billy Dee go, he was having fun. He was having fun. He was working his 80-year-old tail. That dancer dressed in that little Slave Leia looking bikini thing.
Oh yeah.
Can't go wrong with that.
No.
Can't go wrong with that.
No, don't go wrong with that. Mm-hmm.
Nope. So, but anyway, Billy Dee, he's out due to like Jeff had said, he took himself out of the race because of his medical condition, and yeah, I mean, he just wouldn't quit. If you would see, I guess some of the package video that they rolled before the actual dance, he was like, I'm gonna keep on doing it. I'm not a quitter. So I'm just like, okay, that's great, Billy Dee. That's awesome.
Yeah, he did an okay job. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, not all of his joints work. I mean, he had 2 hip replacements or something like that. Ridiculous. Some crazy stuff.
It's tough for him to move around.
Yeah, I was walking around with a cane at those Star Wars conventions and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a spring chicken. And he wasn't a spring chicken when he started doing Empire Strikes Back. He was already like, the oldest cast member there, other than Yoda.
That's true.
Yeah, that's an old one for Fred.
900
Yeah.
years old, you reach. Look as good you will not.
Exactly right.
Oh my
Sorry.
gosh.
See,
He's just so
you have
good
a
at
voice
that.
actor.
Oh my
Yeah, that was so
god.
good. So anyway, bye Billy D. May the force be with you always.
Always.
Always. Then the number 3 vid, Jeff.
Okay, so number 3, we don't talk about it very much, and I guess there's reasons why, but this film is definitely going to have a lot of fans this year. And let's take a look at the trailer for X-Men Days of Future Past.
So many battles
Pass.
waged over the years. And yet, none of them
Really, really excited for this film.
are we
Very
destined
excited.
to destroy each other.
Well, how can you not be,
Or can we
Sir
change?
Sir Ian and Sir Patrick Stewart in there? Just like,
Even though we all thought he was gone, here he is again, Make it
you've
so.
you've got Captain Picard and Gandalf in the same film. I mean,
You can't go wrong
go
there.
wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that.
Magneto going up to the Sentinel. You shall not pass.
That's right. That's right.
You'll need to go
But,
No.
I mean, this.
And,
Go
and
ahead.
Go ahead.
this way
Oh no.
before
Well, like I was saying, I think they're just pretending that X3 did not ever happen because, remember they go back to see Jean Grey when they were a kid, and what happens? Magneto and Professor X walk, not run around in a wheelchair, but they both walk up to the door of Jean Grey.
yeah.
So I'm wondering how do you retcon that? Because you already wrote into the script that Professor X had been shot in the back in the 60s,
Right.
and now
Right.
and it's clear that when they went back to see Jean Grey, it wasn't in the 60s. So interesting stuff. That's the only thing that bothers me, because you have to retcon that somehow.
That's true.
And I looked everywhere on the internet to see who would be the first to retcon that, and I'm thinking, no one.
Now, Aljon, are we looking at these big robotic figures? Are those the Centurions, or what are they called exactly?
Sentinels.
Sentinels, thank you. Sentinels, is that what we're looking at here in this trailer?
Yeah, this Days of Future Past was actually, I guess, quasi-based on a Marvel X-Men comic from, what was it? Wasn't it the late 80s, Eric?
I want to say it was mid to late 80s, yeah.
Mid to late 80s,
Yeah.
Days of Future Past. And actually, the one to go back in time was actually Kitty Pryde, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
But,
you are correct on that one.
Okay. So, yeah, it's been a long time since I read it, so I need to read it again. But instead, I think Wolverine is the one that is set to go back in time and correct a future where the mutant race is being hunted by those Sentinels that were set up by the government. And we find out later on this week, or earlier this week, that they let a leak for casting go about a special guest star in the film, which is going to be none other than the future Hank McCoy, the future Beast, Kelsey Grammer.
Now, see, I
Yeah.
loved that casting choice.
Yeah,
That may be the only thing I really liked about X3.
yeah. Kelsey Grammer.
Because
Yeah, he's got that cerebral kind of the stoic, I guess portrayal of Hank McCoy that the Beast that comic book fans could relate to.
yeah, well, he nailed the personality because, I mean, like you said, he is cerebral, but he's always looking at it from a curious scientific point of view.
Mhm.
I mean, it's like that scene where he reaches toward the kid and his hand all suddenly goes normal, and he's just kind of looking at it. It's almost like Spock, just going, fascinating.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I thought that the first 3 X-Men films were okay. I was okay with, I wasn't really okay with Wolverine Origins. It was okay, but man, did they really screw up Deadpool. I can't forgive him for that. That's just really
I
difficult.
try to forget that part ever happened.
Oh, you see, okay, now Kristen, You're a Ryan Reynolds fan. You're also a fan of Hugh Jackman. You named the cat after Hugh Jack, or no. You named Leopold after Hugh Jackman, right? Leopold for Kate and Leopold. So our cat. So what do you think about the X-Men films?
Both of our male cats are named for TV movie characters.
Yeah.
And who's that
character
after?
From Heroes, Ray Park's character, Edgar.
Oh, okay.
That's how you got his name.
The speedster with the knives.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Like I've watched any Heroes.
you should. It's actually not bad.
Dude,
but,
I'm giving Clone Wars a chance. Don't expect too much.
I have high expectations for you, my brother geek. You know, Jeff, you saw a few episodes of Heroes, right?
Yeah, literally just a few. I don't know what, for some reason, a friend of mine, he even tried to get me into it. It just never really got on for me. Even though it's coming back, you know, they're going to do another small miniseries and everything. You know, I don't know. Maybe I need to watch it before this new miniseries comes on. I don't know.
You should. I think it's worth a watch. But you know, talking about superheroes, X-Men 1 and 2. Yeah, Kenny Crowley in the chat is saying X-Men 1 and 2 were great. X-Men 3 and the first Wolverine was so bad. And Kristen, you also saw the recent Wolverine film. You've seen First Class. You've seen all of the X-Men films. So what is your verdict on this? Is this a pass, a fail? Are you going to go see Days of Future Past for Hugh Jackman or Captain Picard? What would say you? Because I know you're not going there to see Halle Berry.
On DVD, or when it comes out on Blu-ray.
Okay. You're just against watching movies lately.
Oh my gosh, it's freaking ridiculously expensive. I mean, almost $10 for a damn matinee. Give me a break.
She's gonna buck the system, y'all. Saying, screw you, I'm gonna take my money and I'm gonna buy it on Blu-ray.
Right.
Look,
Yeah.
the cost of you and I to go see a movie, we can own it. And we don't have to then also spend the, $10 on the drink and another $10 in the damn popcorn.
Yep.
Screw you guys, I'm going to Netflix.
Too
That
expensive.
Yeah, it is expensive. It's an expensive proposition. I want to go see Captain America myself, but I have to watch my pennies, so.
I promised the clone that we would go, so.
You know what, though? That's great. I mean, a father and son going to the movies, that's great. I definitely want to see it, and I may see Captain America without Kristen. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
It doesn't cost you any less per person for you to go see it without me. You're still spending the money.
Yeah, but you don't want to see it. But here's how this conversation started, guys. So earlier this week.
Aljon, let's not get into this. This is not good. No, this is not a good idea for you to get into it.
Oh boy.
You're not gonna like where this conversation goes.
Eric.
I'm warning you for your sake.
All right, so here we go. So,
Eric, do you and I just need to put our headphones down and just leave the room for a moment or something? I don't know. Just saying.
It's like,
Well, I need to go get me some popcorn to watch this.
I think I need a stiff drink or something, to get through this part of the segment. So
I might need a stiff drink myself. Hey, so X-Men, Kristen, this is definitely, regardless. I mean, the film looks good, right? I mean, let's say you do want to, you were going to see it in a theater. I mean, or have money to see it in a theater. I mean, what would you do? Would this look like a winner to you on the basis of this trailer?
It looks good, but I still don't know that I'd go see it. I mean, I would definitely go see. If we had money, I would go see Captain America. But it's too expensive, and we don't have the money to waste on going to see the movie.
What did you think of the last Wolverine movie?
It was good, but I'm glad I didn't go see it in the movie theater.
Did you guys go see? Have you guys seen the Wolverine at all?
Yes.
No, I've wanted to. I haven't done it.
What did you think, Jeff?
The whole Oriental thing involved with it, and the ending. I don't want to ruin it for Eric, but the ending to me, I did not like, because that's to me, that's not who Wolverine is and everything. And it just, there are parts of it that
Did he
were.
become a samurai?
I don't want to ruin it. I can't say anything.
Spoil it for me,
I
because chances are I won't remember anyway.
Okay, the fact that they took the adamantium out of his body, the metal's gone out of his body. It's no longer there. He is just strictly a bone claw type of man. Okay? And that's it. It is completely gone. I hated the fact that they did it. And look at this look on Eric's face. Yeah, exactly. He no longer has those awesome claws that he is known for. They're just absolutely gone. Just history.
Okay, you know where that came from, though, right?
No. And I don't...
Because in the comic books, Magneto did that to him.
But see, Magneto didn't do this, though.
I know. I'm just saying that's where they got the inspiration to do it.
It was a bad idea. It was a bad idea.
I'm not disagreeing with you in the least.
Yeah, it's really pissed me off. You know,
I didn't like the way they did the ending of that. Everything was great up until the ending.
Yeah, it was.
And then it was anticlimactic and totally predictable.
Now, the scene that they did, after the credits, which Marvel is becoming very, very famous for, and I believe that Marvel has movies from now until 2028. I mean, they've set up a lot of stuff, as far as Marvel's concerned for the next,
even though this is the Fox film. But
yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous. The next decade is going to be full of Marvel movies. But and them being famous for that last scene when they do bring in Professor Xavier and Magneto and start talking to him, then you understood, why they came in. But still, the ending of the movie just sucked. It was just bad, So,
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, it looks very intriguing for sure. X-Men Days of Future Past, and we're gonna have. I'm gonna post on Jedi Musketeers some exclusive trailers, behind-the-scene footage, and some pictures from the film over the weekend. So hopefully you check that out, and should be a lot of fun, for sure. Thanks to Fox for sharing that trailer.
Yeah, thank you, Fox.
That's good. Thank you, Fox.
What does the Fox say? You're welcome.
The Fox says recasting Fantastic Four is what they might be doing. So anyway, they might be doing that.
Yeah.
So moving on, where are we at now? I'm losing count.
We're on our number 3 video, and it begs the question: do you want to build a snowman? Well, apparently Kristen Bell does, as she does her version of one of the songs from Frozen, live performance that she did just a short time ago.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I am Kristen Bell. I play Anna.
Kristen Bell.
I wanted
Awesome.
to be a Disney
Hot.
princess since I was 5 years old.
Kristen, did you
is
say
not
that
just
you
something
wanted
I
Kristen
say.
Bell to portray you in a movie
really,
of yourself?
did.
Yeah, I
Disney
said
animation was
if there,
so important
because
to
we
me.
were talking about the one day, I think we had read something online or seen something on TV, and the question was, if somebody was going to play you in a movie, who would it be, and what was the genre of your movie? And I said that Kristen Bell would have to play me because she's quirky.
You're right.
Okay.
Now I love how she does this, because she does like the young, very young Anna, and then she moves her way up to the old Anna. That people see.
Teenage Anna, then current Anna.
Yeah.
I actually went and found the video clip from the movie online because I was curious after seeing this of like what it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
And for being somebody who I did not know is known for her vocal ability, aside from being just an actress, her vocal ability when she sings, and it's like you said before, going from a young Anna to, the older, more mature Anna, extremely just fantastic. She really just grabs a hold of the part and becomes the character. And it's like she said at the beginning of this video, her dream ever since she was 5 years old was to be a Disney princess. Of course, how many other girls out there have probably said the same thing? But she really meant it when she said that. And I think that's why she did such a fantastic job on this role for this Disney movie. So, makes sense.
Okay, let me ask this question,
Yeah.
Jeff. Do you think there's anybody here on this panel who, if Bob Iger called up and says, "I want to cast you as a character in a Disney movie," Are any of us going to say no?
Hell no.
Of course not. No.
I mean,
Naturally.
just think about that. You have the opportunity. It's like you've wanted to be a Disney princess. Well, not you specifically. But
Jeff,
I want to
you've been
be a
doing that all
Disney
your
princess for the
who
rest
has
of my
wanted to be
life.
that way?
I could see Jeff as a Disney princess.
What?
But I mean, you think about it. This is a dream come true for her, in pretty much every sense of the word.
Yeah.
So
Hit pause on that
You know,
video.
if you, for some reason, don't give this every possible ounce of effort you have, then you don't deserve to work in that town.
That's
If
that's
you've
true.
got a
Yeah.
dream role and you don't give it every bit of effort that you can get that you can squeeze out of your butt, it's just why bother at that point?
Yeah.
Aljon, why are we pausing the video?
Oh well, I realized that Jeff is pausing it right there in the musical underscore the section where she's not speaking at all. No, I just wanted to at least have some of the audience, our viewers, listen to her speak or her sing, because I know that we're on this epic rant right now. But
Yeah.
I totally
I'm
agree.
sorry. Did I interrupt her song?
Oh, it's up there. I mean, it's all me. I mean,
No,
shoot.
it's all good. No, you're
It's
fine.
not like they don't know what to search in YouTube to find it.
That's true. Screw it, Jeff. Go ahead and hit play.
Okay, hitting play. There we go. All right.
No,
I can hear it now. Bad beaver, bad.
No. It's cool.
Well, that's why I asked, like, why are we pausing this? So
Yeah,
it's
you're right.
not weird.
No, it's just me.
Aljon's being weird.
No, I mean, you know how YouTube is, with their, you can't do that type of attitude, on everything. So we try to. That's why we talk over the videos now.
Which
We are
means
providing.
I have to watch the video ahead of time.
Yeah, you've got to watch the videos ahead of time, because a lot of times we don't play it in its entirety and we talk all over it. So they can't bitch and moan at us. So there you go.
Yeah, Aljon the asshole stopping the train in mid motion.
Yes, you can't do that anymore.
I tell you what, though, man. Yes, I was really impressed. I knew that Kristen Bell was, she'd done some musical stuff in the past, but I didn't realize how really good of a singer she was.
Yeah.
And I could really appreciate that, and the talent and the voiceover talent is just immense. I mean, I think she did a great job in Frozen. So good on her. Good on her. And Veronica Mars in theaters now. So good.
All right.
So catch up with some Veronica Mars, why don't you? So our number 2 video, Jeff, this is the one you found, right?
Actually, it's the number 1 video that we're on now. That
Was it already the number 1 video?
Yeah,
oh, okay,
it was
great.
already number
Yeah.
1. Yeah.
I don't remember. So
Yeah,
this,
I knew that. Jeff had said 3, but I knew he meant 2.
Thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Oh, so we're here in the number 1 video now.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're at the number 1 video.
Oh, okay, number 1 video. So yes, Jeff, I love that you found this. This is this is great.
Yeah, I mean, it's one that we have not done in a while, and the reason I started looking for these videos again is because recently, my sister took her family to Walt Disney World for their very first trip. My niece is a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, and she did this whole scavenger hunt thing. I've got to load the video up to YouTube and everything on my account for people to see. But she did a big scavenger hunt, for the girls, to tell them they were going to Walt Disney World, and that had me thinking. That used to be a big promotion with Disney, and show us, how you're surprising your family to go to Walt Disney World and everything. And I figured people were still doing stuff like this and probably throwing it up on YouTube. But now you've got a different element that comes to, surprise, we're going to Walt Disney World. And that element, of course, is something that's just real popular and an accessory for everybody, magic bands. Take a look.
Here. What is it? What is it? What is it?
Now, this one we can show, and we won't get in trouble for it, so, I mean, it's fine.
I think I might know what it
Well,
is.
no, I mean 2 boys, for heaven's sake. I mean, the
Yeah.
2 boys are like 2 peas in the pod.
Yes! I've been waiting
I remember
for
going on
it.
trips with my brother thinking I was going to kill him. So I still feel like that.
But what else? What else did we tell you? We wouldn't get the bands until
Okay,
what?
so I whip out this big box, and I'm thinking to myself, "Oh, sweet, I got the Avengers in here. What the hell?"
Why do you think you have the bands?
I love how the one on the left was just like banging his feet because he knew what it was.
Oh, he knew.
You guys got owned. We were right.
Well, see, the one on the left, he was so happy because he realized that the Magic Bands went with Disney Infinity.
Tell us the truth now.
We're on our way
Yeah, that is good stuff right there.
It's like, yes, I get to download the Dragon King.
You're not going to Grandma's. What's in the bag behind you?
That is pretty awesome.
Well, and they're just now noticing that there is luggage in the back.
Yes.
Yeah, the parents have to do the audible. Hey, look in the back. What? We're not going to Grandma's.
When are we gonna get home?
Oh my God, we're not going to Walmart after all.
I'm still barely.
Epic score.
And here's what was crazy about the end of that video is the fact that the one on the left, he asks his mother, "When are we going to get home? I have homework.
I know, right?
I have homework." I'm like, really? Are you serious? You're going to Walt Disney World and you're asking, when are we going to get home because I have homework?
Well, of course, it's the one on the left, right? He's the guy with the glasses.
Yeah. And he did mention Disney Infinity twice in that video, the fact that he had a Magic Band and now he can download on Disney Infinity. So,
oh,
good on him. Good on him.
Which I mentioned last week on this show.
That's right.
About the Magic Bands.
Nice.
That's right. You were definitely right.
That is such a huge investment to play that game because you want to be able to get all the characters. You want to be able to get all the little pieces for the thing. And I'm just like, damn it, man.
Damn it.
Do you think, okay, because both of you guys are Disney Infinity players.
Yes.
So do you think that if you play Disney Infinity and you just got a few key things that you like, let's say I was to get Phineas and Ferb, right? Or Agent P and Phineas.
Yeah.
I guess those are the two. And of course the starter set. Would I be good to go just playing the game as is, or are those other pieces so integral to my enjoyment of the game?
Okay, you can play through and enjoy the heck out of it. But you have to have other characters to unlock stuff. Like in every playset, like say if you go to the Incredibles playset, all right, you can play the whole game through with just Mr. Incredible. But there are all these little lock boxes all over the place that can only be unlocked by the other Incredibles characters. You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
Like there are some there that only Dash can open, some that only Syndrome can open.
Yeah.
And there is one huge vault that requires all the characters from that playset to unlock.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, it kind of reminds me of the Lego games.
Yeah.
Where you can go all the way through in story mode and you can get to the end of the story. But if you want to unlock everything and you want to get all your characters and all your extras, you got to have them.
That's called the grind. You're going to be grinding. That's a thing, you can grind, but ultimately you have to pay the money. You can't just grind to earn stuff incrementally. In other words, you can go ahead and, let's say in an MMO, you can go ahead and buy your way, get all that stuff unlocked relatively easily, but then if you don't want to spend the actual real world money, you could actually spend 6 months and then eventually work your way to get what you want. But unfortunately, you do that with Disney Infinity.
Well, there is a way where you can kind of minimize the investment because this is available on PC now.
Mm-hmm.
You can download the game. Now, originally it started out with just the toy box, but you can actually purchase play sets and figures, virtual figures, online, and they are a whole lot cheaper than purchasing the actual figures. So if you really want to get into it, but you don't want to do the full investment, that's what I would recommend going. Because you can put it on your computer, the toy box free download, and from there you can just purchase as you want. Each individual play set is available for purchase. For crying out loud, you can purchase power discs virtual power discs online.
Interesting stuff.
For this,
I will have to think about that for sure. The game looks great, and the figures actually they do look really good.
Come on, Aljon. Try it. Just try it.
Try it.
Try it. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sure I'll have to get the Phineas and for the Agent P set just to get Kristen involved in the game. She might. You never know.
It's possible. Yeah.
Here we go. The complete playset bundle. This includes the Incredibles playset, Pirates of the Caribbean playset, all 6 playsets. Okay. $75.
Online
for use of the PC game only. Now that includes the 3 that comes with the starter set. That also includes the Toy Story, the Lone Ranger, and Cars.
Wow. That ain't bad.
That's not bad.
That's better than the price that you pay outright just for the Xbox and PS3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's a thought. That is a thought. Yeah, but then I wouldn't be able to interact with you guys though, right? Because I'm on
I
PC.
don't know how that works with the online stuff.
Cross-platform, you wouldn't be able to do that. Oh well,
No.
we'll have to think about that online. We'll have to discuss it. We'll have to see. Definitely interesting enough. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed your top 5 Disney videos of the week, plus our extended conversation about burgers and Disney Infinity. I hope you like that. And once again, if you have a suggestion, feel free to post it on our Facebook page or simply send us a tweet or email at wdwafterdark@gmail.com.
Call us.
And we'd be happy. Call us. Call us, Jeff. What are the digits?
You really want me to give those out again? All right.
Go ahead. You do it every week.
1-800-50-GIRLS.
I wonder if we call that hotline, what would pop up. I'm afraid to ask.
Should I just go ahead and dial it and find out?
You could if you wanted to.
Let me try. Hold on. Hold on a second.
You might have those extra digit charges on your phone when you do, Jeff. That's why I'm.
800. They can't charge, right?
Oh, that's right. At 850 girls. Holy.
Ladies and gentlemen, WDW After Dark is presented live and uncensored. Just
remember, our official hotline number is 410-98-WDWAD. Okay. When Kristen's not coughing her brain out.
Yeah.
Our official hotline. Mute your damn mic, for heaven's sake. I'm trying to give the hotline out. The official hotline number is 410-98-WDWAD. Chris, are you feeling better?
The cats have imprinted on her. Now she's coughing up hairballs.
That's what it is.
All right, so I'm going to dial this and see what's on it. Hold on a second. I just want to find out.
Okay, go for it.
I'll listen first to see what it is.
You'll listen first. Watch it be like...
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
We want to
hear. What is going on? Oh, it is.
Oh my God.
It's Phyllis.
You got to understand that this number is like almost 15 years old. I can't. It still works.
Well, by the way, I have to say that I did. I looked it up on Google, and by the way, welcome to You'll find the hottest, sexiest, nasty girls on the planet.
Oh my God. All right. I'm gonna play this for you guys.
Because they don't shower, darling.
It's the best phone. It's the best phone sex business since 1994.
I'm gonna play this for you. All right, listen. I'm gonna play this for you. This is funny. This is so funny.
I hope you're not being charged $3.99 a minute, Jeff.
Welcome to the steamiest service that all the men are talking about. Oh yeah, baby, it doesn't get much hotter than this. Oh, now if you're an experienced caller, just enter your credit card number now.
Turn it off.
Oh my God.
Shut it down. Turn it down. Shut it down.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, gee whiz, I tell you what.
Wow.
Oh,
I love
boy.
the chat. Paul in the chat room is saying Jeff dialed and Phyllis answered. That was a little bit of an out-of-body experience, wasn't it, Jeff?
Oh, just slightly. Yeah, just slightly. That's
Emily in the chat room is saying, I know that was a dry sense of humor. Oh, no. She said, is 50 Girls a new sponsor or something? Not quite. Not quite.
not even close. No.
No. The real hotline number for WDW After Dark is not that. You need to call. The official hotline number is 410-98-WDW-AD if you want to make your voice heard. Yeah. And once again, we appreciate you watching and, spreading the word about WDW After Dark. I tell you, quickly, just hitting, we have so much going on. Kristen, we've got the travel deals we mentioned on Tiki. People are getting ready to plan for their vacations right now, planning for the fall and summer months. They need to go ahead and book their trip with you at magicaljourneysvacations.com, and you have an opportunity to save anywhere from 25 to 30% on your package trip staying on property. Is that correct, Kristen? You got a killer
35%.
deal. Oh, 35%, even better.
35%. If you only are there for 1 to 5 nights, then it's 30%. If you're there 6 or more nights, it's up to 35%.
Outstanding. It's good stuff. So go ahead and book your trip today. Let's, move on into our next section of the show. Disney headline news. You've heard Jeff talk about it. Everybody's talking about it in the Disney community. Magic bands and Fast Pass Plus experiences, all kinds of stuff going on. So, Jeff, you want to kick things off?
Okay, we'll start things off with your spending money while you're at Walt Disney World because...
Oh, let's do that.
Yeah, this past Sunday, Walt Disney World raised the prices. No, not on tickets to get in the park. They didn't do that again, but they did raise the price on parking fees when it comes to parking your car between two white lines there at Walt Disney World, and also as well as valet parking service at select resort hotels. According to the official Walt Disney World website, the new fees are as follows. If you're driving an automobile, taxi, limo, or motorcycle, it is now $17. A camper, a trailer, or RV is $18. A bus or tractor trailer is $21. Valet parking at Walt Disney World Deluxe Resorts costs $20, which was previously $15. Now, you can do resorts with valet parking over at the Grand Floridian, the Polynesian, the Contemporary, the Boardwalk Inn, the Yacht Club, the Beach Club, and Disney's Animal Kingdom. Resort hotel parking is complimentary with a valid Key to the World card, valid Magic Band, or resort parking permit. And the key here, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't want to have to pay that, just stay at a Walt Disney World resort. Call Kristen. And you don't have to pay $17 every time you go to the park for that day. That's just the way it comes down right there.
People don't realize how much of a big deal, parking adds up over a course of time. I mean, that's $17 additional you'd have to pay.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a great value when you're staying on property, especially when you're also getting a discounted rate. So good stuff, Jeff. Good stuff.
All right, so let's move on to some of the really, really, really big news. Just a couple of days ago, Disney announced that they will begin allowing more than 3 Fast Pass entitlements per day and are working towards incorporating park hopping into FastPass Plus selections. Here's what the Disney blog said specifically from Tom Staggs, chairman of Walt Disney Parks and Resorts. He said in the blog post, quote, "As expected, most of our guests think that securing times to ride our attractions is one of the best ways to maximize the fun of a Walt Disney World resort vacation. We've heard from a number of guests that they would like the opportunity to add additional FastPass entitlements during their visit, in addition to the 3 they plan in advance. So we're working on providing them with the ability to add and enjoy additional entitlements on the day of their visit. Once they've used the 3 that they have booked, will enable them to select another at kiosks in the parks. And once they've used the 4th, they can select another, and so on. We also heard that guests like the fact that with the FastPass Plus service, they could use FastPass when they park hopped. So we're working on a service enhancement to add that feature to FastPass Plus as well. So let's open up the gates of tyranny and hell and comments and go.
I think it's cute that he puts it like this is all news. It's like, oh, we've heard that people like FastPass park hopping. Wow.
Really?
We never thought of that.
This is a new concept.
We also learned that people wanted more than 3 fast passes in a day. Once again, we were just shocked.
Poor Kristen.
I mean, it's like I'll give them credit for being diplomatic about it.
Well, I'll tell you, this comes after the fact that they just sent out, and I don't know how they selected people for it, but I have received an email asking about my FastPass Plus experience, and it gave me options of what they were looking to change. And there were different scenarios. Like one of them, I'm trying not to cough. One of them.
The hell is wrong with you, woman?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm glad you were the one that said that.
One of them had it set up that after you used one fast pass, then you could get a 4th. And then if once you use the 2nd, well, now you could go and get a 5th. So just like the old system, you just start out with 3 of them at the beginning. And then the one that was another option. They also gave ones where there was the 2-tiered system that they have for Hollywood Studios and Epcot, and then ones where they didn't have it. But, I mean, this is like a 30-minute long survey that they did. I mean, it's the longest Disney survey I have ever done, and it got to the point where they were asking, okay, what did you like most? What do you like least about this? How many would you use? How many would you do this? Blah, blah, blah. And it was like, got to the point where I realized at the end that one of the questions, it was asking, in addition to your 3 fast passes, how many additional fast passes would you use at each park? Well, I pulled a Natalie and missed the in addition part of it. So I was answering it, including those 3 fast passes. So some of them, I was like, 6. I would use 6 additional fast passes.
Oh, my God.
Well, if you had 6 fast passes, I'm sure you could.
I might use 9. Who knows?
Oh, my goodness.
The park hopping option was one of the things that they asked about, and I was like, this is a must-have, because otherwise, what is the purpose of having a park hopping ticket? If I can only get it in one park, then there's no reason for me to waste money.
Exactly.
On having a park hopper.
Why spend that extra money on park hopping if you can't use this fantastic new system that they have that everybody loves? Bullcrap.
And it was a big problem when I was there, because when I went, I was there with Natalie, Spidey, and her mom. Now, we didn't do the same things together all day, because like one of the days Natalie had planned for her to go to the spa, and that morning Spidey was doing the Pirates Adventure over at Grand California, jeez, Grand Floridian. Usually it's the other way around, that you call their hotel the Grand Floridian. Oh my. Lack of oxygen in my head from coughing. But that became a problem because the one morning her mom and I went to Epcot and we used a fast pass there. Well, then Natalie was like, got done early, met up with us, and at that point was like, oh, hey, let's go to Magic Kingdom. Well, then I'm screwed because I didn't use all of my fast passes over at Epcot, and I got to Magic Kingdom, and because she hadn't used a fast pass for the day, her and Spidey had theirs. Her cousin Zach could walk up and get some because he was a cast member. So you can't book cast members to get them. You have to walk up and have them do that for you at one of the kiosks. But I was like, this is a pain. I'm the one who, like, everybody can now ride together, and I can't. So it's a good thing that they've added that on because that was too much of a hassle.
Well,
Can I just... I was just
the
going to
other
say...
issue. The other issue that I had when I was there was I had been at the Animal Kingdom. Signed up for my 3 fast passes, didn't use any of them. However, Dinosaur went down during my fast pass time. When that occurs, what they do is they put a fast pass on there to use in that park any time of the day, any attraction. Well, that's great because I didn't use any, and now I can't go to the next park and use any either.
Exactly.
Because that
yeah.
attraction went down, and it sets it up as if that was used, but gives you another one to use in the park, not the ability to change it to a different time.
Right, right.
And I was like, oh. So there were 2 days that I ended up pretty much not being able to use fast passes.
I'm just going to go on record and say that this sucks.
Oh yeah, it does.
Fast Plus is just, it's stupid. It's like, why don't you just bring back, and I don't want to say the paper Fast Pass, but, there's got to be a way to institute something that's more environmentally friendly. Okay, let's put it like this. If this is going to be, the Fast Pass Plus was put in, and you want to put a silver lining around the use of the misuse of however $1 billion or $1 million they put into this damn thing, why couldn't they just do something like a stamp card or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just...
I'm sorry. Here's what I would say they should have done. To me, there wasn't really anything wrong with the old Fast Pass system aside from the fact it was using paper. Okay? So what you do, rather than you have the paper dispensing Fast Pass kiosk, you have those little balls on a pole thing, like what you got at the park.
Balls on a pole.
Let's see.
Hashtag balls on a pole. Hold
I
on.
could go there, but I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, you got to put that in the chat.
But you
room
know
real
what I'm
quick.
talking about.
Hashtag that.
Yeah.
Those little those poles that they've got where you
With the
walk in
balls.
and you touch the ball on a pole where you touch your band to it to say, okay, this is my entry into the park. Boom! Wonder Twin powers activate. Now, you put those two things... Did I just get Kristen?
I was drinking the coffee. I'm joking.
At first
Did we
I
just
thought,
seriously just get a spit take out of Kristen?
I was thinking maybe that I was thinking, Eric, you were going to say, well, why don't you just put your balls up to that pole? That's where my
I've got a story. Speaking of that, I've got a story that I got to tell.
Okay, go ahead. I know where you're going with this. Go ahead.
So one of our friends leaves his like annual pass in his pocket, and it'll read right through your pocket. So what he does is he lifts his leg up to those things, so you don't have to take it out.
Your famous balls on the pole. There you go.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Exactly. It's like the metal detector in Spinal Tap. You know?
No, but seriously, if you put these little these little balls on the pole. Where the fast pass dispensers used to be, you go up, you touch your band to it, boom, you got a fast pass for that.
Yep.
All right, and yes, if you want to, you have one person out of your bunch. They're the runner. They go over there and they'll go boom, 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 just like we used to do with the park with the ticket cards.
Exactly.
You go in, you put those in, and boom, you've got the fast passes. No fuss, no muss. But no, now you can do this I'm sorry, go ahead.
From running, like, for example, Toy Story Mania, literally people run. We've been there once. It was last year when we were there. We got there at Rope Drop at Studios. Oh my God, people literally running to get Toy Story. So I think they're trying to prevent some of that, especially with the way that they're, changing the layout of the parks and stuff like that. I think it's also, in a way, a little bit of a safety thing. But, you can change those up until the day before easily and still get the fast pass for Toy Story or Rock and Roller Coaster or any of those e-ticket rides.
Okay, you want to do that? Fine. But there is no reason that you should be able to make a fast pass reservation 60 days in advance. I'm sorry. The only reason I have seen from people in support of it, they go, I like to plan. That's it. There's not there's not anything other than I like to plan.
Yeah, that's too far in advance. Way far in advance.
You want to do it 24 hours in advance. Okay, I understand that. That will cut down on the let's run like the wind bullseye. We're going to get to Toy Story Mania before everybody else, and we're going to get fast passes and then stand in line.
Why not have it to where, say, 7 days prior to arrival, at that point is when you can start planning, and you can plan them out like ADRs, 180 days, 10 days of your vacation. Why not? 7 days before you arrive, through your entire vacation.
Now, see, I still think 7 days is too far out. I still think that that's way too far in advance to be able to go and.
You had waving behind.
Yeah, WDW After Dark is live and uncensored, particularly when 11-year-olds try to crash the party. He and I will be having a conversation later. I don't think he's going to enjoy it.
The thing is, you want the Fast Pass experience to be as close to the original experience of getting a Fast Pass without making it difficult for everyone involved, And when a Fast Pass is done for the day, when all Fast Passes have been distributed, are they taking that in consideration too? Like, how many Fast Passes did this one attraction have per day? And if we exceed that allotment of Fast Passes, can you just simply say, we're not doing any more Fast Passes for this experience right now?
Yeah.
And I can imagine how good that's going to go over with people that are not, that don't know anything about it. So.
And the app can screw up. Okay, so Tony and I decided, we're at Studios, and we decided, we both had I scheduled a Fast Pass for the same time that I knew he had one for, because he was doing Toy Story 1:30. So I went ahead the day before, booked mine for 1:30. Booked some others and didn't end up using them. And at one point I said to him something about Fast Pass. He's like, oh, mine have passed. So we're like, okay, well, let's change them and we'll go and do like Tower of Terror. And I don't remember what the third thing is that we did. But I go to change mine and he goes to change his. Same exact time, same exact attraction. It tells him there's only like one time. Oh, no, there was no time available. And I had like 2 or 3 options. So we walked up to the kiosks and asked the cast members there about it. And she goes, well, it's live. It works in time with everything. We're like, yeah, but it doesn't make any sense that I have all these options for the same attraction, same time, and he doesn't have those options. Well, it might have been, adjusting. And we're like, what? We walked away, and he's like, what kind of bullshit was that? Like,
just making it up.
Literally didn't realize she was making no sense whatsoever. What she was saying made not a bit of sense. So, yeah, clearly they either have some, like, written script of things to say. It was, kind of like when you call customer service and they put you out to somebody in India that answers a question with a very, the rating from a response, and the response doesn't go with your question. It was like one of those kind of things. You're like, what?
Thank you for calling. Your call is very important to us, but we're going to read from the script that is right here in front of me because your call is so very important to us. Yeah, that one.
It reminds me of that ad. What was that? The Discover ad thing? It's like, anyway.
Hello, welcome to American Prime Credit. My name's Peggy.
My name Peggy. That's right. Yeah. Well, hey Jeff, what do you think?
Well, the one thing a lot of us Disney fans do is we do plan our vacations. We do plan to be at the parks at a certain time of the year. We plan what parks we want to be in on certain days. We plan our dining reservations for certain areas or maybe for in that park for that specific day or anything else. The one thing that I do not see a lot of people doing when they're planning their vacations is saying, okay, we're going to do Spaceship Earth at this time. We're going to do Soarin' at this time. We're going to do The Seas with Nemo and Friends at this time. We're going to do Maelstrom at this time. When people are visiting attractions and so forth, it's very sporadic. They're looking at wait times. They're working like standby. They're looking at so many different things. And so planning for what attractions you want to hit, I don't think really makes all that much of a difference to people because they do stuff as it comes along or as they feel like doing it. Now, the other thing that bothers me is Disney has not really seen an influx as far as how much the FastPass Plus system can really handle. Okay, we've only dealt with a small portion of the spring break time of year. Okay, and come this summer, you think the wait times for a FastPass Plus kiosk is bad now, and it's 40 minutes? You wait until August. You wait until July, and you try to get that FastPass after you've had to use your first 3. And they were for specific times, whether it be 1 in the morning, 1 midday, 1 in the afternoon. Then you wait that hour and a half or 2 hours waiting on a FastPass Plus kiosk to open up for you to get on, and then you go to use your 4th one, and what happens? There's nothing left available. No different than what Kristen just said. 2 people getting on the app at the same time. One person has 2 or 3 times available. The other person has absolutely nothing. Them adding on the ability to give yourself another FastPass, a 4th one or a 5th one, after you've used your first 3 is not going to make a difference. It's not going to keep people happy. You cannot plan that type of stuff inside of a park like that. It just doesn't happen. And I don't understand why they continuously think that everybody is so happy. I want to go back and I want to look at this, okay? Specifically from what Tom said, quote, as expected, most of our guests think that securing times to ride our attractions is one of the best ways to maximize the fun of a Walt Disney World Resort vacation. Bull crap. That is the biggest bunch of crap I've ever heard. Because if people want to be spontaneous, if they want to use the park hopper option, and they go, you know what, something awesome is going on over at the Hollywood Studios, but I'm in Magic Kingdom. Well, damn it, I've still got 2 FastPasses I use. I go over there. I can't use them. I can't get my 4th. I can't get my 5th or anything else. You're still screwing people over. Please, somebody explain to me why he thinks that is just so integral to plan your entire day down to the last minute of where you're going to be in the park, what you're looking at, how long the lines are going to be, how many people are inside the park, and everything else. You cannot plan this type of stuff out. I'm done.
All right. let me just touch on that first part right there, where he says most of our guests think that securing times to ride our attractions is one of the best ways. Okay. The old Fast Pass system technically was doing that. You walked up, you stuck your ticket into the dispenser, it spat it back out with a little slip of paper and say, be here between X time and Y time. Well, that's securing a time. So technically, he was right in that regard. Now, if you want to extrapolate that into, oh, well, I want to maximize my experience by planning my Fast Pass reservations 2 months before I'm going to step foot in property. Yeah, that is crap.
Yeah, I think it can be read in that way, Eric. I mean, and notice what he says. You know, most of our guests think. You know, if I'm looking at the quote here, I'm trying to see. Yeah, you know, most of our guests think. They don't necessarily know or have necessarily the experience, because let's face it, you know, there are more new people coming to the Disney parks than ever before, first timers, and of course, you know, a lot of that happens. A lot of our thoughts, you know, tend to go, well, how about our old timers? How about people that are return business? You know, so yeah, I mean, it's nice to plan. It's nice to plan and have the ability. I'll be honest. I like the fact that you can plan your fast passes. I don't think that 2 months or a week is a very good option. I think, you know, 24 hours is more than enough time to do it, and to be fair to all the guests that go to do that. I think that's a very smart thing that you can do, is just like boarding an airplane. You know, when you board an airplane, you have a certain amount of time in order to get, you know, your proper seats before your seat gets taken up. I think that would be a really good way of doing it. 24 hours to book. Go ahead and book your
24
shit.
24 hours.
Yeah.
24 hours, I will not complain one bit.
You know, it's different than dining reservations. Obviously, you've got, you know, people and budgets in order to figure things out. The restaurant needs to prepare a certain way to prepare for the day, to prep the amount of food and the type of food they're going to make. So I totally understand that. But when it comes to planning, I think, you know, I agree with Jeff on that point. I think it's a little bit asinine to consider planning every step of this vacation your airtight itinerary, and especially for first timers that may have gotten an idea from Sorcerer Radio or one of our shows that planning is of the essence. Well, yeah, it is of the essence to a certain degree, but
they don't get that impression from listening to the Sorcom review. I tell you that.
Oh no. I mean, okay. You know, it might be one of the things where, you know, you've got those people that are looking stuff up on All Ears or Disboards or whatever.
You know what? There is one issue with, if you do wait that close to time, is you have more people on the system while you're in the park trying to get those tickets, which means the system's going to be a lot slower. It's already slow enough as is.
Well, and that can be the case, but aren't there always people literally logging on the app to make changes?
You now have everybody logging on. You don't just have a fraction of people logging on. You have a lot more people on there at the same time.
Well.
That is one thing, is that causing the system to be incredibly sluggish. Also, then there's more likely to have issues with those fast passes.
Well, once again, just another reason to back up my statement of this system sucks. You know? It's not very good. It's like, you know, you spend all the goddamn money on. They could have totally spent all that money on refurbishing Future World, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone had written about this, I think, recently, and maybe it was on Daps Magic, maybe it was on. I don't remember where I saw it. Maybe it was on Inside the Magic. I'm not really sure. But saying about how, you know, Disney has got a lot of egg on its face because of the failure of this rollout and all this other crap. You know, you could have literally improved the salaries and wages paid to full-time cast members. You could have refurbished this ride or that ride. You could have built a whole goddamn Star Wars land with all this money at this point.
Yeah.
But what do they do instead? They bullshit their way, trying to get this next-gen bullshit working. And you know what they should have done? They should have been more freaking competitive to Universal fucking Studios and brought in better rides, better attractions, instead of this bullshit Fast Pass Plus where they're going to sell a bunch of rubber bands and a bunch of stupid shit that no one fucking wants. You know, no one fucking wants this. They are telling us they want this. No, what they really should do is upgrade their fucking servers to have better internet in the fucking park. They need to have all these experiences better, but they didn't do that. Now they have egg on their face. And now they're trying to. And look, I can be the most positive Disney person on the face of the planet. And you guys know me. People that watch a show know that I'm that way. And and I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. But after all of this time, as Kristen and I had a really shitty time beta testing this, then moving forward, having an okay time with magic bands and all this other stuff. But you guys are absolutely right. You know, the infrastructure is slow. Servers are slow. The training that the cast members are getting is substandard. No one knows what the fuck is going on when you ask for certain things. And is this going to be? And what they're doing is they're hiring a bunch of other cast members. And I'm all for jobs. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for jobs. But where the fuck is the training? No one knows whether to shit or wind their watch when you go up to the Fast Pass Plus kiosk and try to ask for some fucking help.
Oh, okay.
You know?
I will tell you, there's exactly one. If you walk up and you see a cast member wearing plaid, that's the guy you want. Because there's a system, which I learned while I was there. There is a hierarchy of guest relations on Disney property. And it starts out with the bottom of the barrel people are those who work in your resorts. That is why, which makes sense, of why you cannot buy a Tables in Wonderland card at your hotel. Okay, above them are guest relations in the parks. The people you see wearing plaid, those are the people you want to deal with because they know what's going on and they know what to do.
Now,
if they can't get it fixed, there's one department above them, and it contains 21 people.
Oh, this is inside baseball information. I like it.
21 people. And those are the people. The cast members refer to them as the Avengers, and they are the people that can fix everything. Because
they need to get some damn Jarvis up in this shit, Tony Stark, because they need it.
I had issues with my magic bands on 2 different parts of my vacation. So I had to deal with that particular department because guest services could only do so much. And then they had both times they were like, we've got to call what we call the Avengers. They're a very small department. The one lady, because they're a very small department and they're 21 people.
So in the Avengers, you got
if you have an issue, she's
Ant-Man.
Please don't do it.
Freaking Ant-Man.
If you have an issue with your magic bands, come and see us. If it's something where you can't get it linked, you know, your pin code's not working, your tickets are on one magic band, and on your other magic band has your room key and your reservation. In order to get that fixed, you need to come see us because otherwise they're not going to get it working.
You know what this is, guys? This is the precursor. The real plot for Avengers 2: Age of Ultron is actually called Fast Pass My Ass. That's exactly what it's going to be.
Fast Pass My Ass.
Fast Pass My Ass. Give me my Magic Plus. Anyway, wow. So in this episode alone, you heard everyone go on an epic rant. That was pretty awesome.
Pretty much, yeah. And
this may be the ultimate.
I just gave inside information to very limited number of people.
I like the plaid and the Avengers. That was really good. Good one.
Well, you know what?
DMs they call them plaids. That's Bubba. That's Bubba and Tay. They'll tell you.
That's right.
Plaids.
We got a cold plaid out here. Going Avenger.
Well, you know, it's not only the resort guests now that have the opportunity to make use of the FastPass Plus system when it comes to their Magic Bands, but literally now everybody has the opportunity to do this. Now, back on March the 31st, Magic Bands became available for everybody, even those staying off property. And they've got some, big, really big displays going on at the Magic Kingdom Emporium, where they've got an entire wall. It's full of Magic Bands displays with all the colors and complemented by the array of, accessories to customize the bands, all this other stuff that they want you to buy and everything. Now, for those who will want to purchase a Magic Band, they sell for $12.95 plus tax and come in 7 colors, pink, blue, red, green, orange, gray, and yellow. They come in a real nice-looking, kind of next-gen looking box, complete with instructions on adjusting the band and a clear notice that bands are not returnable once purchased. Once you get it, you're stuck with it for life. That's just the way it is. Like I said, many different locations to choose from in the Magic Kingdom, like the Emporium or Space Mountain Gift Shop. At Epcot, you can go to Camera Center underneath Spaceship Earth or the World Traveler at the International Gateway, a couple of other locations as well. Disney's Hollywood Studios has them in Legends of Hollywood and a couple of others. Disney's Animal Kingdom has them in Disney Outfitters and a couple others. And Downtown Disney has them in the Pin Traders in the Marketplace. Now, one thing I want you to remember, though, at the time of Magic Band purchase, you must already have an RFID ticket or an existing Magic Band. Now, the cast member will link the new Magic Band to your ticket and My Disney Experience account if available. Now, this means that you cannot buy additional bands for other people who are not present, as each band must be linked at the time of purchase. Now, you can link multiple Magic Bands to your My Disney Experience account. So for annual pass holders, resort guests, or offsite guests who may want more than one band, that's possible. You can do that, okay? Now, once it's linked to your My Disney Experience account, Magic Bands can be retained and used for future trips. Let me say that again. Once linked to your Magic Disney Experience, My Disney Experience account, Magic Bands can be retained and used for future trips. So are you telling me that if I keep my band, I can use it again for my next trip? Is that what they're saying? Is that what they're telling? Because before...
It's like Obamacare. If you like your bands, you can keep your band.
Because before, did they not tell us that this was a one-time use thing? Once you use it, it's done and over with?
Like Obamacare.
Weren't they saying that before? If you use it this one time, you'll have to get another one the next trip? And then that initially how it started?
No, not that. It's not that you have to. You will get the option to choose one.
You will get the option. Okay.
Send you one. You don't have to use it.
Yeah.
But this way, as an annual pass holder, Aljon and I get one. I've already ordered those. I have one from October. I have one from February. And I have 3 from this most recent trip.
I've got 4.
So I'm working on the whole collection of having every color you can think of except for orange.
Just imagine how much Disney Infinity shit you can unlock with those.
Yeah, no kidding. It's crazy, yeah.
But the old ones still work. So I can take it with me. So say my one that says Bell on the inside, that's the one I want to wear. I can go, take it with me on my trip, and say, this is the one I want to connect to my room. And they'll set it up that way.
Okay. All right. That's good. That works. So, everybody has the opportunity.
That if you have one previously, to take it with you in case something goes wrong or you lose the band that you have. That way it can be deactivated and you still have another band.
That's actually a good idea. So. Let me get through this last one because we got about less than 15 minutes left in the show. So, for you Walt Disney World Resort pass holders, and Kristen's going to flip over this one, you can purchase the commemorative T-shirt designed for this year's Rock Your Disney Side 24-hour party in advance of the May event and have it delivered in time to wear to the overnight party. A lot of people are going to this. Now, the shirt is available on the Disney Store website in sizes from XL to 3X. And is priced at $27.95. Enter the code PASS10 to receive a 10% annual pass holder discount on the purchase. The shirts are only available through April the 3rd, and Disney says to allow 4 to 6 weeks for delivery, so it appears that they are being printed to demand. Kristen, I know you can't be happy about those sizes, can you?
No, that's Disney being they're discriminating against people who are small. I mean, really, how many people wear an extra large or larger? And you're including women, not just men. You're including women in this. You're including children in this. To wear that size, that is ridiculous. That's like them deciding that all they're going to make are stuff for short people. That's a whole bunch of bullshit. They're discriminating against petite people.
So now petite people, they're the ones who are going to have to wait in line when they get there. You know.
What it is Disney is saying, if you are fat, we don't want you to wait in line. You can go in and ride rides, and all the people, all the other people, they have to wait in line.
Wow.
See, we want to make the line look shorter, so all the fat people, you get yours already. You don't even want the shorter. We only want the smaller people in line, so the line looks better.
Ridiculous. Everybody should be able to order theirs online.
Yeah, if they're being made print to demand, I mean, what the hell, man? Does that make any damn sense?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make any sense at all. So
I mean, just pre-order the damn shirt, people. I mean, have it available in any size and any color, man. Yeah. There is such thing as Zazzle. I mean, what the hell? Zazzle.
And this is where Disney could have had my sale, but now they won't, because I'm sure as hell not waiting in no line. I am not waiting in a line.
I want to know how many people
ride the rides, and Disney can I can keep my money, and Disney can have fun with that.
All right, that's all I've got. We have exactly 10 minutes remaining.
We got nothing left. Everything else we can just push off until the next show. And
I want to mention 2 Tables in Wonderland things real quick.
All right, quick.
Quick. One of them, super cool. Markham's over in Golden Oaks. If you are a Tables of Wonderland member, you can actually book they're doing a very special dinner there over at Markham's restaurant. $195 per person plus tax, gratuities included. Because this is a very private community, they actually will have to, once you have been okayed, they'll have instructions for you. And it's very, very limited to only 30 guests for this.
Okay.
Super cool. I mean, unless you have millions of dollars to spend and can afford a house there, this might be your only opportunity to get to.
I want to eat it. Yeah, I want to eat Golden Oak.
On Saturday, April 19th, they also are doing a Flower and Garden Festival event that'll be taking place over in the World Showplace Events Pavilion. It's going to feature various, pretty much the big things that people really enjoy. Or haven't enjoyed for the Flower Garden Festival menu. Afterwards, you get to see the Grassroots perform. They've got a special little section set up for those people.
Very cool. So, thank you.
I'm like, man, I want to go to the one that's at Markham's and pretend like I'm some rich person for a night.
You're going to change your name to Buffy. Very good. Very good.
Aljon and Buffy. I don't think that's going to work.
No. I'd have to change my name.
You'd have to change your name to Chad or something.
Yeah, like Chode.
No, you change it to Angel.
The Flower and Garden one can take 240 guests, so that's the largest number of people. Normally, it's nowhere near that. So. Very
nice. Hey, look. Thank you, Kristen. We have. I know that Jeff has got a ton of news. We've got a ton of news. We got to get the hell on out of here. So I know that we're going to have those hashtags, Easy E-Ray, always posting the hashtags on our Facebook page. We do appreciate that there at WDW After Dark Webcast. Jeff, just roll the credits. Just roll them.
Just roll them?
Just roll them. We're going to have a good time tonight, guys. Just go ahead and roll them.
Just go ahead and roll them.
Don't forget. Just don't forget to check out all of our shows on Sorcerer Radio. Just roll them. There you go. Got it. We've got our hashtags of the week: After Dark, or Sorcerer Radio, Disney Fun Zone, Most Interesting Beaver, Melting Cheese, Dropping the Dairy Base, Sizzle on the Steak, Hot Diggity Dog, Broadway Mofos, Quirky Bell, I Want to Be a Disney Princess, Bad Beaver.
Hey, you're
Burgers.
listening to After Darker, Sorcerer Radio, Disney Fun Zone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You're
those two.
missing those two.
Sorry. Burgers in Disney Infinity, Balls on a Pole, Spit Take, High Clone, Team Magic Band Rant, The Plaids, and there you go.
There you go.
Holy smoke, we covered a lot of stuff tonight.
Yeah, we did. We did cover a lot.
And there was so much more to cover.
We need like a happy show. This one was a very like ranty type show. We need to have a show where we can find a whole bunch of really cool.
Yeah, it was awesome, wasn't it?
It's awesome whenever we blow a gasket.
That's
You know,
right. Yeah, that's what makes it the best
I
part.
always feel like we need to follow it with something like where we just don't bitch the entire time.
Yeah, well, but you know.
I think we should have a challenge.
That'd be a
for
first
that.
for this program.
I think we should have a challenge for that. That we do that for one show, and every time somebody bitches, they have to do a shot.
Ooh.
I kind of like that idea. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. Next show.
Next show.
Have a great time. Enjoy your weekend. On behalf of everybody, have a magical weekend. We'll see you next week.
Take care.
Be safe.
See ya.
Don't drink and drive.